Hey guys, how the hell are ya? That's from the movie I'm about to review, Bedazzled. Alright? I came across this movie one day at my grandma's, as usual. On one of the higher cable channels, I don't know if it was HBO or Showtime or something. And I just sat and watched it. And I enjoyed it. There are stupid comedies out there that I enjoy watching. Yes, I'm probably going to review all of them that I like to watch. So, yeah, we'll start with Bedazzled. Well, I'll start the review, I guess. It stars, as you can see, Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. Brendan Fraser plays Elliot. I had the name. Gardner. No, that's Allison's last name. What's Elliot? What's your last name? Oh, that's gonna eat me, Elliot. They say it so much. Hey, are you Elliot? Elliot, how the hell are you? That's where I got that from. So anyway, he plays Elliot. I'll think of it later. He plays Elliot, who is this average, normal, geeky person, right? He's an average human being. He has no friends, even though he believes that this group of people from his work are his friends, but they're not. You know? And has this crush. I wouldn't say in love. He has a crush on this woman from his work as well. Her name is Allison. And so he says, "Dear God, I would do anything to be with her." And so the devil, played by Elizabeth Hurley, comes a calling and gives him 7 wishes for his soul. Those 7 wishes, though, she turns in her favor and makes them bad every single time, because if she gives him exactly what he wants, he won't make any more wishes, right? So he doesn't believe her, so he makes a wish for a Big Mac and a Coke. So what happens? They hop on a bus, they go to McDonald's. He even has to pay for the Big Mac and the Coke and gets no fries, because that's what he wished for, a Big Mac and a Coke. So, yeah, he's like, "Oh, yes, I believe this is truly the work of the devil." You know, because... but he doesn't believe it until she appears. You know, she takes him to a nightclub, and she appears as the devil with the, red face, mustache. It's a different actor. Horns. "Oh, you really are the devil." So, yeah. So then he starts making wishes. The first, he wishes to be rich and powerful and married to Allison. She makes him a Colombian drug lord who's married to Allison. Allison doesn't love him, and she's secretly sleeping with her English speaking teacher, Raul. And that goes south as she leaves him for Raul. And then it turns out Raul is secretly scamming to take the Colombian drug empire from him. So she gives him this pager. The devil does. All you gotta do is push 666 and it takes you out of it. So eventually he does push 666. He's out of there. So he makes another wish to be sensitive, and for Allison to be madly in love with him. Because they want to be. She wants. I think that's the second wish, right? I'm trying to think. Let me count it here. Rich, sensitive, articulate, president, athletic, popular. Okay, yeah, sensitive one. But he says emotionally sensitive because she could mess that up. Well, it turns out she made it so Allison thought he was too sensitive, and made him too sensitive. He look at the sun and go, "Ooh!" He's just too sensitive, so she runs off with these guys who have a van, probably gonna do it in there. I don't know. So his next wish is to be popular and she makes him a stupid basketball player with a small wee-wee. And that doesn't work out, so again, 666. And so then makes him smart and gives him a big wee-wee. But then he ends up being gay in this wish. So then he wishes to be the... So we got... I'm trying to go by the thing. So we got rich, sensitive, popular, smart. So he wishes to be the president of the United States. Do you see where this is going? She makes him Abraham Lincoln. So before he can get shot by John Wilkes Booth, he is 666. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. You know, she's messing up every wish, so he keeps wishing, and eventually he doesn't get what he wants, but she gets what she wants, and that's his soul, right? So he comes to her on his computer screen. During the movie, she's like appearing as a traffic cop and a teacher and a nurse or candy striper, whatever you get it. But I'm important. The group of friends, right? I'll get to this is like towards the end of the movie. The group of friends that he has, they're played by like Toby Huss and Orlando Jones and a couple others. They all, like the four of them that he was hanging with at the beginning, they all show up in his wishes as different people in each one. I think like the most appearances are like Toby Huss and Orlando Jones, because I think they're in almost every wish, because they're two of his sidekicks in the Colombian drug lord wish. They let's see what's next. The sensitive one, they are beach punks. They are friends with the guy that takes Elson away from him. In the popular one where he's a basketball player, they are hilarious commentators. I mean, Elliot, he must be about 11 feet tall. Oh no, I think he must think he's about 11 feet tall. Oh no, I don't think he's that big now. No. I'm just saying, emotionally, he must feel 11 feet tall. No, he must be, no. You know. So what was I? The smart dream, they are, Orlando Jones is a party goer, and Toby Huss is the gay lover. And I'm not sure what they are in the president one. I would make attention to that one. I don't think they're in that one, because Orlando Jones would have to be a slave, right, back then, or a freed slave. I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't put him in that one. But so now we get to the climax. She says, "You have one wish left." He's like, "No, I have two." So they name it off. The Colombian drug. They name it off from behind. He was the president of the United States. The smart, and he told me to claim an homosexual. Yeah, the popular basketball player, the sensitive guy, and the Colombian drug lord was 5. That's 2 wishes. And she's like, "You got the Big Mac and a Coke." He's like, "Are you serious?" I had to pay, and I agree with him. He had to pay for it. She didn't magically give them a Big Mac and a Coke. Give him a Big Mac and a Coke. They had to go somewhere. He had to pay for it. How can that be a wish? But she counts it. So he freaks out on there, and he goes to a church where he would get a cameo from Brian Doyle Murray, who talks to him. And he's like, "Tell me what the problem is." He goes, "No, you don't want to hear it." He goes, "Come on, tell me." So he tells him he made a deal with the devil, and he gets his ass arrested. They refer him for psychiatric care because of it. And I'm sorry. I know it's a little out there to believe that someone made a deal with the devil, but I'm not a religious person by any means. I believe in God, but I'm not like religious. I don't go to church, every Sunday or anything. But if you are a priest in a church, you believe in Satan, right? You believe in the devil. So when someone says they made a deal with the devil, wouldn't you take it a little bit seriously than just saying, "Oh, this guy's a cuckoo, I'm calling the cops"? I'm just saying. So he's in jail, put in there by the devil, and she puts him in there, and there's a guy in there. She's the devil, that woman. What? That lady cop. She's the devil. And this guy is talking to him, tells him, all this stuff about, you gotta do, not just do stuff for yourself, you gotta think about the people and all that. Basically. And even Elliot says earlier, I'm using these wishes for myself. I should be able to be wishing to help other people. But she try to push him towards the other way. She knows. And we get the reveal later. It's implied that this guy is God, and it even says because I looked on Wikipedia, it even says on the Wikipedia page that this guy is God, and later he's seen playing chess with the devil. So he gets out of jail, and she's like, "You have one more wish." She doesn't want to make it, and she turns into this big devil-like creature and says, "Make the wish." So he wishes for Allison to have a long, happy life, even if it isn't with him. And that's the one out. That's the one loophole. If he gives one of his wish to someone else, he's free. So he's free. And this is where it gets a little unbelievable, alright? Because I thought it was cool the first time that I watched this, but now that I've seen it a bunch of times, I kind of think this is kind of stupid. He finds out there's someone moving into the same apartment complex as he does, who looks just like Allison. Her name is Nicole. Because he asked Allison out, and he finds out that she has a boyfriend, and he tells his boss off, all things he needed to do. He finally asks Allison out, even though she has a boyfriend. Even if she ends up having a boyfriend, it's okay. He asked her out. He got the courage. He told his boss off, which is what you need to do, because his boss was writing him the whole freaking movie, yelling at him, bitching him out, all that stuff. So he grew. He learned a life lesson. Yeah. And so he meets this woman named Nicole, looks just like Alice, and even asks her, "Do you have a sister by chance?" And she's like, "No, but I have a bunch of brothers." So you never know. So I mean to say never know. So and there it is. She's not related to Allison, but she looks like Allison. They say that somewhere out there we all have a twin. So that might just be her twin. There might be someone who looks like me. You never know. So then it cuts to them walking down. He says he makes dinner stuff. They keep walking down the street, and the song plays. A song by Vertical Horizon. If you wanna be somebody else, if you're tired of fighting battles with yourself, if you wanna be somebody else, change your mind. I love that song. I remember I was rocking out to it. Usually I'll mute the TV right away and go and do a review, but I listened to the song till it was over, and then I muted the TV and did the review. Yeah, so like I said, with these stupid kind of movies, I'm gonna be fair. Just like Pest, I'm gonna give this a 7 because I think it's a good movie. There is flaws with it, such as like some of the acting from Toby Huss and Orlando Jones. Well, I think it's funny. Some of it is just kind of like it could be, and at times, like not by the end, but the beginning of the movie, Elliot, the way he talks is almost like a child. You know what I mean? I have a hard time thinking of bad things to say about this. Because I'm trying to be more fair with my reviews where I can think about the good and the bad. And I just thought, I like this movie. I love this movie so much. Okay, I just thought of something, alright? Like I said, he asked Allison out, and she says she has a boyfriend. But that contradicts something he says at the beginning, when he's sitting at the table with those supposed friends of his. And he says he knows everything about Allison. And they're like, oh, she's dating this so-and-so. And he's like, no. They broke up a couple months ago. How do you know? I know everything about her. I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that. Names off a bunch of stuff. Why didn't he know she was seeing someone else? See, that I just thought of that, alright? He says he knows everything about her, right? Which is kind of stalkery, but he says he knows everything about her, right? And then at the end, when he asks her out, she has a boyfriend. One, that doesn't make any sense. If he knows everything about her, why would he know she has a boyfriend? Why would she have a boyfriend if he knows everything about her and says that she wasn't dating anyone? I don't know. But that's probably my one big gripe. I can't think of anything else. I like this movie. A 7, like I said. So what are your thoughts on Bedazzled? I know this is a remake. I know there was another one from back in the 70s, but what do you think of Bedazzled? Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. I should say that. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.